locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now Goff on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Garoppolo now, eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. He was looking for Alfred Morris that time. And that takes us from second to third down. To throw is Garoppolo. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Goff now on second down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
just beating the play clock is Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Third and 2. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Super 66.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
He got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go ahead. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try to run it with Morris. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Alfred Morris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
76, tell him. Merlin. 76. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Merlin.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Louis. Orange. Merlin.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
DC, 14, Cal, 14. 36.
On 1st down, it's gone. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeForest Buckner. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Goff. And he's going to go down again. Cassius Marsh. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Tiger, Tiger. More ball. Go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. A deep ball for Gurley. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hurry up! Hurry up! 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
White.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Go ahead. 6.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Gold is able to put it through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Goff on first down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
We got three, fellas. We got five.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
14.
Back to throw, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Last stop.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down. On 1st down, Garoppolo forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Alfred Morris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now a toss going left. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Super 66.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it draws. Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Now a first down throw. Goff. Buying time to his left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Like 20. Super 66. Tiger. 5.
Goff now looking to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
14.
Now Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and 5.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there, but they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They go play action here on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Bryce Hager in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put... And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here again is McKinnon. And some room to roam now. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run it with McKinnon. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
On first down, it's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Gurley again here on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Zerline connects on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Over the middle of Kittle, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. He's back to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21.
Back to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. A road win.